So we're typically doing videos about how to move, relocate, buy homes here in the Portland Metro, but we're seeing record low inventory and you're thinking about selling your house. You don't know where to go. You don't know if you can sell your house and get into it. And you're also thinking, well, if that house sold in about half a second, why can't I just list my house myself? So actually what I want to do is for anybody who's moved here or anybody who's lived here their whole life and is wondering about selling their house in the Portland Metro or Vancouver, Washington, I'm going to be discussing exactly how you can do it. Yeah, if you want to sell your house by yourself, I'm going to hit all of those objections that the sellers seem to have, where to move to and how to actually list your house. So I'm going to go at this differently than most real estate agents who are just going to tell you all the things you do wrong. And I'm also going to go at this at not just giving you a couple simple little tips. Like we're really going to go in depth and I'm going to give you an actual checklist and things that you can do to sell your house, get top dollar in this crazy real estate market. So thinking about selling your house, Portland, Vancouver area, I'm going to teach you how. And we're getting after it right now. What's up, everybody? This is Jackson Wilkie with the Real Agent Now Group right here in the Portland Metro. And if this is the first time to this channel, you want to learn everything about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, play, and how to sell your house, make sure you tap that subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. We honestly do get those phone calls, emails, texts every single day from people moving and relocating here, and we absolutely love it. So thinking about moving or selling anywhere in the Portland, Southwest Washington area, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends, we got your back when moving or buying or selling in the Portland Metro. So what I got a little checklist here, and I'm actually going to run you through so you'll have a good understanding of just what the heck is going on in this market with less than a month of inventory, and also how you can either prepare your house to sell or, yes, sell your house yourself. So what we're going to do is I'm actually just going to run you down the checklist of things that you need to look out for and do. And first and foremost, the actual thing that you need to do first when selling your house is you're going to want to probably go out and either get a new phone or a new phone line. So what happens when you go to sell your house? You're probably just going to list it on Zillow. You don't have access, to the MLS or a lot of these other syndicated sites. So what do real estate agents do every day? They scour Zillow to see FSBOs. That's called a for sale by owner, and that is what you'll be listing your house for. So when that happens, your phone is going to erupt. Unfortunately, it's going to be a bunch of real estate agents trying to get that listing, and it's going to tick you off. So what you're going to want to do is get that separate phone line, and you probably are like, I already know that's going to happen, so I'm cool with it. So great. Don't make it your personal number, and here's why. Because if it's your personal number and the house doesn't sell, well, 12 months down the road, 24 months down the road, there's actual, lists where people can actually see you didn't sell it and still call you. So you don't want that on your personal number. Make sure you get a side number, and you'll be way better off. So when those phone calls come in, you got to be able to answer all those. So if you're going to be busy a lot, it's going to throw you off because you're going to have so many phone calls from real estate agents who actually do have buyers for your house, or some that actually just want to sell the house. But you're also going to get probably some good, buyers in there. You're also going to get a lot of shady buyers. You're going to get investors. So there's going to be a hodgepodge of this. It's one thing that us real estate agents do. When we list it, we're the listing agent. We're not going to get all that stuff. We're going to get agent-to-agent interaction. So we can filter that out for you. But you're going to have to do the filtering for yourself. So I just don't want you to just get inundated with all these calls, and then all of a sudden there is a great conversation and phone call in there to buy your house, and you don't even, listen to it because you got so many phone calls. So make sure you get your own number, a new number, new phone. And secondly, make sure that you are answering all of those calls. So what happens? People call and they want to see the house, or they have clients who are interested. So, we're having some of these houses right now in these markets have anywhere from 30 to 40 showings in a day. So you're going to have to schedule this out. Again, if you're at work or any of that stuff, it can get kind of time consuming, but just maybe when you go live, take that day off of work and just answer all these phone calls and get these scheduled out. If you are okay with it, maybe you just leave for the day, leave for the week. And that's actually what I've done personally selling my house, is just, hey, kids, wife, we're going to go get a hotel, or we're going to go, stay or visit the grandparents or something. And that way we can just show it as open. Now, there's some problems with that, and we'll get into it of how you can overcome this. But that way I can put in the notes for real estate agents, it's real estate agent to real estate agent of show as vacant, but they still have to get into the lockbox. So we'll talk about that, but you're going to want to probably either schedule all of those. So you're going to just have all these different time slots of what works for you, your family, but you'll want to schedule that, because we'll get into this. The most important part about those showings is that you're going to get the insight from some of these agents that come through and look. And that's what we do. Everybody who goes through, we contact them and we go, hey, what did you like? What did you not like? And we're not biased about it, right? And if they say, you know what, the clients went in there and there was just too much clutter, too many things on the tables, I can have that conversation with you and go, let's go in there, let's just clean some things up. And now the next people that come in, they're going to actually enjoy it. Oh, it looks so much more open, right? And so if you do not call all of these agents and get the feedback, you're never going to know and your house won't sell. So make sure you're scheduling everything and you're getting those numbers. You're going to have to, now we've kind of jumped ahead. So if you're going to sell your house, this is how you need to market it, right? So what you're going to do, and these are all costs that obviously we as real estate agents absorb, and even if it doesn't sell, we absorb them, but you're going to want to get professional pictures. We have some contacts of some great photographers, but you can basically look online and you want real estate photographers and real estate videographers. You want the best picture possible. What happens is if you have these crummy pictures or they're with your cell phone, the cell phone doesn't do this wide angle. And so we can make small little spaces and rooms look massive. And it's so appealing to the viewers on these platforms like Zillow, Redfin, and all these syndicated sites that we get it to, and that's what maximizes your showings. You don't want just one showing. You want as many as possible. And so if it's little cell phone pictures and they can see you in the mirror, trust me, I know certain areas in the Portland Metro and Vancouver, and I know probably right where your house is, and I'm like, that is a nice house. But the viewer looks at it as like, oh man, like gross, the mirror's dirty, and I can see them in it, and oh, that room looks so, I don't even want to go look at it. And I'm like, no, I know this house is nice, let's go. They're like, nope, I'm not doing it. So you have to pay to get professional photography, probably $400, $500. Again, you're wondering why you're paying 6% commission. This is how you can save on the money. You got to do it yourself, but you do have to invest a little bit to get top dollar. So make sure you get a professional photographer. What we like to do and what the majority of good agents around here do is a video too. Videos just really play well. They get so many more views and eyes, and people actually can see the story of the home. That's why we do those. And a lot of times you can really use those professional photography pictures and do them as standstills. So if you have some editing background, you can do that. If not, you're going to want to probably pay a videographer to come in and really get the good video. So now you have the video and at least 30 plus pictures, high resolution pictures of the house. Before you shoot those pictures, what we do, we're getting obviously pretty good at this. We've sold so many homes, but at the same time, we still like to hire out a consultant, a staging consultant, not just to stage the house, but they come in, again, it's like a neutral party, and they're going to tell you, okay, this is cluttered, this has got to go. I would bring, another couch in here. I would eliminate all those pictures and all those blankets, and what they're going to do is tell you exactly how to prepare your house to get top dollar. Again, clutter is bad. You can only have up to 3 things on your counter, like your kitchen counters, and we actually only like 1, maybe a candle or a flower. If you have coffee makers and blenders and toaster ovens and soaps and all this stuff, it's clutter. If you were walking into somebody else's house, you would think the same thing if you were buying it. So think about the seller. So make sure you hire a consultant to come in, and because they're going to be honest. You think your house is perfect, it's the way it should be, it's cozy, but you're thinking about it again as yourself. So as we have shown clients, again, a home, I know it's a great area, I know it fits their lifestyle, but there's so much clutter in the house, they won't buy it. They just are like, oh, I can't do it, But if it is completely, everything is put away, and maybe there's a couch, there's some bar stools, there's one, some not like a neutral painting or something, this is what they talk about. People come in and go, oh my gosh, this is it. This is exact. And I could see my couch going there, and it gives them the blank canvas that they can understand. But you don't want it empty. Empty doesn't paint the picture. So just be aware there's a happy medium. So these are things that we come in and do or we pay for. And if it is going to be vacant, I would highly suggest you pay to get it staged. may cost you $1,000, but I'm telling you, that's where we get multiple showings. And more importantly, showings don't pay. Offers do. Having it staged is when we get sometimes up 1, 3, 4% higher than the asking price because the staging. So it can make you a ton of money. It's a great investment. So you definitely want to pay to get pictures done. You're going to want to pay to get that video done and at least get a consultant in there. So the next thing you're going to want to do is call and get a signpost. So you're going to want to get, the post in the yard. It just works. People will come to your house and check that out. So on that signpost, you can use, in Portland, we use like Bear Printing or find a marketing company and get you a big billboard printed. And those high-res pictures, take 3 of the best ones, usually like the living room, kitchen, if it's a big open kitchen, and put those on it. And you're going to have to put your contact info on there as well. And then again, you'll want that box, some flyers. Have you ever seen a flyer box without flyers? People love those. Again, you want as many people as possible in these things. And those sign calls can be very, very valuable. Us real estate agents have sold, a lot of homes that way. People just walking through in the neighborhood and they see that fresh sign in the yard. They're calling their friends. Finally, a house is available. There's less than a month of inventory. Get on it. So make sure you pay and get a sign put in your yard and get that ahead of time, right? So the next thing you're going to want to do, obviously, now you have the marketing, you have the new number, and you're going to get ready to show the property. You're going to want to get, a lockbox of some sort. So here's the thing. If you use just a digital code one, you're going to be putting your listing up on Zillow, right? And if you can't make it and there's an actual digital code and you're not home to let these people in, anybody can go there and see that there's a code, right? And so obviously they have to call you first and get that code, but you don't know really who's calling you. And so if for some reason someone goes in your house and something goes missing, then you have no way to track that. It's all digital. So we use an actual digital lockbox. So we know who's going in, who's going out. It's only licensed real estate professionals, and we can track that. So not only do we get the information so that we can track who is in there at what time exactly to the second, we also now have that contact information hit us directly, and we're calling that agent, would you like, would you not like? So that quick. We know I can hurry up and go to your house and I can change whatever needs to be done, or you can. And so the next showing that's coming right after that, it looks better for them, right? So these are the things that you're going to have to, that's why I say maybe take a day off of work or be gone. But that's why, if you do take off for the weekend, you have to stay local almost to fix these things. So it can be tough. Totally do. I've seen a lot of people, sell their homes, but the biggest factor to selling the home comes down to the price. All that stuff that we do, we take the cost. We pay for all the videos. We pay for all the marketing. We handle all the phone calls, all the objections. We do all that for you. You can definitely do that if you're a person who enjoys that kind of stuff. But if not, that's what we do, obviously. But this is what you need to know. We hear it every day. I want to sell my house. I'd take $450 for it right now. So I'll just put it up there at $515,000. Just because I think one over there went for about that much, and it had a remodeled kitchen, a little nicer than mine. But or I just actually painted my cabinets and remodeled my kitchen, and that one went for $450. So mine's automatically $550, right? So it doesn't really work like that. What you're going to want to probably do is hire an appraiser to come out and give you an actual assessed value, like what it's going for right there, or call a realtor and at least have them give you a price, because if you price it too high, it's going to sit. The average day on market here is like 7 seconds. Obviously, it's a little longer than that, but really, if it's priced right in this market, under $1 million, it's going to have several showings and probably have offers right away if priced right. So what happens is if you want that $450 and you're like, I'll just put it at $500 or $505 and just negotiate down to $450 and I'll take that. It doesn't work like that. I look at it, I'm going to take my clients to go $550 is 50 grand high. We're never doing that. And then all the other people are going to see that as well. So what's going to happen is you're actually going to start probably getting lowball offers, or something's wrong with this house, because now this house has been priced at $500 for a while and it got no offers and it sat there for a week, 2 weeks, 8 weeks. Like back in the day, a couple years ago, that was kind of normal, sit on the market for a few weeks. Now, if it sits on the market for more than like 10 hours, people are like, what's wrong with it? So if you're selling your house and going to buy a new one and it's been on the market for 2 months, you know how crazy it is here. You know that if it's been sitting there that long, something is wrong with it. And so that's what your buyers are thinking. do not think you can price it high and just kind of work your way down to what you want. It works so negatively. And what happens is you'll start doing price reductions, and then you'll get to a point where like, I just need to sell this freaking thing. I want that house and it's gone. And you'll take anything. And that's why, 87% of for sale by owners make less than 13% less on their home value, the median home value, because of that. It comes down to pricing it wrong. Or if, let's say you want to price it lower and you're like, well, I'll price it a little low and get all of those bids and offers. Well, what if you don't? What if you didn't do the marketing right? What if you get one offer and it's below, it's full asking, but now it's at 425 because you put it low thinking it would go up. You can't ever negotiate that person up to 450, so now you're out 25K. So all that money you were going to spend on a realtor, now who could have probably got you up to 475, 500, all that profit is gone, right? So you got to understand exactly where the market's at, and you have to market it correctly. Make sure you're getting on all those calls. So just make sure you take that checklist of getting a new number. Make sure you are getting some kind of lockbox or have a system down to answer all these calls, to get all the scheduling. Make sure you get all of your clutter. Have somebody come in and tell you, pay a consultant. All these things by paying for it is going to make you get above asking. It's going to get those 10, 15, we're getting 10, 15, 20 offers. So we're able to take, a price and really work that up because of how little the inventory is. But if not done correctly, you won't get that. You're not going to get showings. Again, you can do this. I've seen it done. I want you to do it. You can take that checklist. Just make sure you're doing all of this and it'll help you. If you have any questions, if you need help, or if it's just too much, that is what we're here for. Real estate agents, and especially our team, we are busy because there is so much to do in these situations of selling and buying homes. It's not just putting things up and getting an offer and then having stuff signed. So you can do it. I know you can, but reach out to us, the team, if you have any questions about selling your home or if you need any help, because the hardest part now is this is what we really specialize in, is getting you into the home. So if you're selling a house to get into a house, it's that competitive, you're kind of scared. Well, we have the local lender and our agents. We are getting more people into houses and getting offers accepted because of how we go to bat for our clients. So, and that sounds simple, but what we do is actually call that listing agent. That's in the remarks the majority of the time, and most agents don't. They just submit an offer, and that's why their clients don't ever get accepted. We call that listing agent and we go, what do your sellers want? Because this seller might want, a number, right? They might want a price point. This seller might want, hey, I know I got like some bad carpet. I don't want to fix it. I'll give them a credit. Okay, at least we know that now. And so that's what a lot of agents aren't doing, is asking what the sellers want. So we ask what the sellers want, and then we have our lender call and say, yep, we have approved funds. Our offer is as strong as gold. And so everything is backed. That way we have the strongest offer, and we know what price point they want, and we know what the sellers want. And so when you go to sell your house and get into one, that's what you need. You need that real estate agent to go to bat for you and have the lender and have all of the pieces. You just got to worry about getting it, boxing up and moving. We'll take care of the rest. So any questions, anytime you reach out, give us a phone call, shoot us a text, send us an email, send us the pigeon carrier, however you want to get a hold of us. We got your back when buying, selling in the Portland Metro in Southwest Washington. And until the next video, guys, we'll catch you later.